Hey, hey,
Hey,
it's just being the Joneses.
it's being the Joneses.
And I'm April,
And I'm boss.
and we are happy to be back with another episode.
Oh yeah.
It's we had quite a bit of, I guess you could say, busy couple of weeks in February. The
Yeah.
last couple of weeks, my birthday, your birthday, Valentine's Day,
Yeah. All within just what, 2 weeks of each other or something like that?
something like that.
Yeah.
It seemed like everything we did was pretty chill though, from my birthday to Valentine's Day to your birthday.
Yeah, it's very nice and relaxing.
Yeah.
Um mildly adventurous. I say that because of the tour we did.
Yeah,
Yeah, it
yeah,
was a nice
yeah.
little adventure getting around in the area on the St. Pete tour.
Mhm. Yeah. So we kept it simple. Like we ain't talking about birthdays today as a topic, y'all, but I guess I just run these little ideas by you just in case. So we kept it simple. I did a couple of friends came in town. We did dinner. We did a St. Pete a tour, a golf cart tour in St. Pete, which is really fun.
hmm
Um and a little game night or whatever. And then for your birthday, we pretty much did. Well, Valentine's Day was before your birthday, so
Yeah.
for Valentine's Day, we really did something different because a lot of times people like do lovey-dovey stuff on Valentine's Day, but we actually, and I wouldn't even say it wasn't lovey-dovey because it was really a good a time, an intimate time.
Yeah.
Like we went to this
Sauna.
sauna place, and so they it's nice in there. They have suites, and some of the suites have showers in it, and they have a TV in there so you can watch shows or listen to music or whatever. We chose to listen to music,
hmm
so
Some nice, well, it was like nice tranquil sounds
yeah.
with music. Little
Mhm.
music. It was nature sounds with music playing. Nice and tranquil and relaxing
Mhm.
for the atmosphere. You know what I'm saying? That's what I wanted to do,
Yeah.
and it was a great idea
Yeah.
for the both of us.
And we sat in there together, and then we talked a little bit and just relaxed, and
hmm
that was really it was really good. Like I enjoyed it better than going out to dinner because that's something we do all the time anyway. And then I don't really care to be out. Like we never since we've been married, I don't think we ever went out to eat on Valentine's Day because it's always crowded.
Yeah, if we did, it was probably like the day before or sometime after or something. But I don't know.
Yeah,
That's
I don't
that's not
recall
something we
us
were.
doing
That's
nothing
not
like that.
something we weren't really ever doing like that on a regular
Yeah.
anyway. If we ever, yeah,
Yeah, so that I think that's a good idea for people who want to incorporate some wellness into a little date,
yeah,
anytime, date night.
yeah.
Find you a
Please,
nice little sauna area.
please find something different to do because it was busy that night.
Oh
Shoot,
my gosh.
traffic was crazy out
Yes, it
there.
was seriously. But but anyway, today's topic is well, for your birthday, we didn't say so. You hit your birthday.
Oh yeah. Well, I don't really do much for my birthday anyway because I be trying to recuperate and recover from your birthday
What? I
normally.
didn't even do it like this time.
But we just went to brunch. My birthday, we just went to brunch at this nice spot in Hyde Park. It was pretty cool, nice
Yeah.
and chill.
It was like a cellar. You go down in the cellar,
So
and
yeah,
then they had a DJ down there at brunch. Little nice, chill, relaxing. I enjoyed that, and
hmm
I'm ready to go back there.
yeah, yeah.
Um, but anyway, so our topic for tonight is um this podcast is
Happy wife, happy life. And is it good or bad?
well, yeah, happy wife, happy life. But I say me on my perspective, I don't really necessarily care for the happy wife, happy life mantra. I prefer the happy house, happy spouse.
mm.
And he always boss like you always say happy wife, happy life. I always say happy house, happy spouse. And I say that because like if both spouses aren't happy, then nobody gonna be happy. Like I can't just be a happy wife without my husband being a happy husband.
but but most likely, if the woman is happy, then everybody gonna be happy. If the wife is happy, everybody gonna be happy. It's gonna be all good. There will be peace. So I think that's the aim for most guys. Happy spouse. I mean, happy wife, happy life. Because say everybody know. I mean, it's been around. It's been like that for decades, probably hundreds of years, even centuries. That if the woman is unhappy, then everybody unhappy. Well, I guess I can't say that because a lot of times, it didn't matter what the woman thought. So I guess it wouldn't have been too many decades.
Yeah.
But still, I mean, these modern times we in, what I'm saying, the woman has a voice in the house, what I'm saying? So, because she earned that respect. And so in most houses, I guess, but it's just a fact that when the woman is happy, everybody's happy. When the wife is happy,
Well, I don't
everybody's
think
happy.
that's necessarily true though. I get what you're saying, and I completely understand where the mantra came from and why it's like, okay, the woman in the house, the wife, if needs to be happy so that everybody else is happy, because if she happy, maybe that means that if she happy, then she gonna make me happy
Yeah.
by giving me what I want. Like if your wife happy, then you probably gonna get the sex you want to get,
Yeah.
all of these things like that. You gonna get treated well, or you gonna get she gonna be productive
Yeah.
in other ways as the wife or whatever. And then even with being a mom, like if you have kids, then you thinking, okay, well, she gotta take care of the kids. She need to be happy to be able to do that in a healthy way.
Mm-hmm.
But so I could see going into it that way. But also, like the flip side is if your goal, like I understand your goal is like, okay, like you'll say, I just want you to be happy.
Yeah.
And I like it, but I don't. Because I like the fact that you think of me that way and you consider it and you want me to be happy. But I don't want it to be all the time at the expense of your happiness, if you get what I'm saying.
I get it.
So we both can be happy. Like it ain't got to be, the happiness ain't always got to lie just solely on one person.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. That's true. I mean, everybody should be happy, but and I agree with you about that because that's definitely true. Everybody should be happy, but it's just that both sides are true though, because happy wife, happy life. Like I know for me, like a lot of stuff don't really matter to me in terms of like if you want to go somewhere on a certain date or if you want to go like to a particular place, a particular restaurant or whatever. If we do like a little mini vacation somewhere or something, a lot of the details don't really matter to me, and a lot of guys probably will agree also that
Hmm.
hey, it's just you want to go, okay, let's just go, but when do you want to go, or
Yeah, I
because you want to
mean,
like some women have to be to stay at like a particular Airbnb or a particular hotel. You know what I'm saying?
so
But
basically what you're saying is it takes
so
more. You got to put more into making the wife happy than that has to be put into you
most
making you.
likely, most likely, yeah, because especially when the woman get more accustomed to certain things. You know what I'm saying? She wants us things to be a certain way.
Well, because definitely I don't want to go stay in a hotel and I got to sleep in a bed that feel like a cardboard box, or like just not clean up the part, whatever. Like you was in
Mm-hmm.
the military, you stayed in the desert, like you slept outside,
Yeah,
basically. So you like,
yeah,
I, but I mean, I'm not saying you got low standards of where we stay because you like staying in nice places too.
yeah. We
But
all.
at the end of the day, it's like you would probably stay some places I won't.
I probably would. Yeah, I'd probably be more inclined to, especially if it's cheaper. Shoot, but I mean, not if it's like disgusting or anything like that. You know what I'm saying? But
You know what that remind me of? It reminds me of that time when we were dating and we met up in Pensacola because you was still in Louisiana.
yeah,
And we went up in Pensacola and your sister was in college there.
yep.
And me and your mom rode down to Pensacola. Well, they got a whole hotel at like the Super 8 or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
And I said, I'm not staying in the Super 8. So we had to get a hotel that was a little, in my more up to my standards. And then I remember your mama saying I was bougie.
That is.
That's not bougie. bougie. That's mean that you just
Well,
want
if it's, I guess it depends on. I guess it depends on how you handle it. Like if you just, because you stayed in like a little small
for
Super 8
before
before,
I
you know what I'm saying? You
have,
done
but
it
I'm like,
before.
because y'all did, yeah, she chose that. That was another time we went, and
Yeah.
we had to stay in that. I didn't want to stay there. I was just trying to go along with the go along, but and then I was like, then the next time I was just like, no.
But the room wasn't bad, was it? Because we stayed in worse
Who is
overnight.
we?
You and I.
What? When?
Shoot,
Worse than
look at the one on base, the hotel on base we stayed at. That
that's
was worse than that.
different. That's because that's different.
Shoot.
I didn't even know it was supposed to be base temporary base housing. We stayed one night there. I had
It
no
wasn't even
clue it
housing.
was gonna be like that.
No,
But
that
we
wasn't
didn't.
housing. That was lodging.
Well,
That was
lodging,
yeah.
whatever it was on the base. I
Basement.
didn't know it was gonna be like that. It
I didn't
was
either.
bad.
It was
And
horrible.
I have stayed in like I'm not saying I haven't stayed in a like a long time ago. I remember me and my friends went to um we had to get this hotel because we went to Orlando and all of this the hotels was booked up
Mm-hmm.
because they was having some type of conference there.
Yeah.
And we had to stay in this regular hotel. The ceilings was falling in and everything. And I'm like, you can't even get good rest in something like that. So we had to stay there for like one night. And we was like, well, y'all, we ain't got nowhere else to stay. We done called around all these places. Like we just and everything is booked. So we gotta stay somewhere.
So you had to do what you had to do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying if I have the choice and the resources to not stay in something, I mean to be able to stay where I'm gonna be comfortable.
Yeah.
Then that's what I'm gonna do. I don't think that's bougie. I think that's just
ain't nothing wrong with it. Ain't nothing wrong with it.
And now if I would have been like, I'm staying nowhere but the Ritz Carlton, then I might be bougie.
Now that would be, yeah.
But I mean,
but that's just an example of what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? Because like if we had the resources, which we do, then stay somewhere decent, like the loft or Hilton, something like that. Not top of the line, but definitely not
definitely
nowhere
comfortable and
nowhere near the bottom.
I don't want to say nowhere with no fleas, gonna be roaches.
Oh hell no.
None of that. Now, if it comes to saying happy wife, happy life, when it comes to that, heck yeah. I'm going to, hey, make me happy.
Plus, I can't have your skin crawling when I'm trying to get you on. You know what I'm saying, fellas? You know what I'm saying? Gotta make sure she's comfortable with this level of comfort.
Oh my gosh.
Shoot.
But yeah, so but I do really feel like that you have to consider but everybody's happiness need to be considered.
Yeah, that's definitely true. Definitely true.
I mean, and I can understand. I mean, I have seen where some people don't care. Like as long as they happy, they don't care who else ain't happy or who else, you know what I'm saying, or whatever. And I always see like people say that you're not responsible for another person's happiness, or even like with your spouse and stuff like that. You're not responsible for your spouse's happiness, but in a way you are. Like now you're not responsible for it, but you have a responsibility to do things that add happiness to your spouse. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's like internally I'm responsible for my own internal happiness. And so if I'm not happy internally, then of course that's going to spill over to the outside, and stuff like that. But I have to I have to find out where the root of this unhappiness within myself internally is coming from, right? So that's not your responsibility. You're not responsible for trying to change that internal, issues or whatever that I have. That's something that I'm responsible to do for myself, or I'm responsible for myself, right? But when you talk about being responsible to your spouse and adding behaviors, doing these certain things and adding happiness to the person that you're with or whatever, then that is really a thing. Like you are responsible to your spouse to add happiness to their life, not to, you know, Like you're gonna, like for instance, when you buy gifts, you're doing it because you want to see the person smile. You want to add happiness to their life, right?
Make the day or
Yeah,
something.
it's not changing who they are totally as a person. It's not like you're like you're creating. You can create a environment of happiness for that person.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
Just doing your part to make each other happy. And just
to add, I like to say to add happiness to your spouse.
mm-hmm. Yeah, that's a good way of putting adding happiness.
Yeah. Cause I can do the things that I like. The things that make me happy is like I like to sit and read a book.
Mm-hmm.
I like to get outside sometimes and do things. You know, all of these different things. Um, I like to spend time with you. So if you like it, but you know that spending time with you and quality time is something that contributes to my happiness.
Yeah.
So you'll be like, okay, you know, not you enjoy spending time with me too, but you know this is some things that contribute to my happiness. So you know this, so then when you do these things, you know it's contributing to my happiness.
Yes.
So
absolutely.
Yeah. So
and it always feels good to make you happy.
to add to my happiness.
To add to your happiness. That's right. I keep forgetting that. We're adding
well, you
to
can
happiness.
say it however you want to say it, to be honest. I'm
Adding-
just saying
adding
I
to
like to
happiness.
say it that way. That's just how I like to say it. Or whatever. But like sometimes people say, oh, there's nothing I could do to make you happy. I done did all this stuff and you still not happy. I just can't make you happy. To me, that's a whole nother other level of something that's going on there. Okay, so but I mean, I think happy house, happy spouse.
Yeah.
And that means both spouses are getting to experience that happiness.
Yep. Adding to each other's happiness.
Exactly.
Yeah. Yeah. I agree. There's nothing wrong with that. I mean, everybody should be happy. Like I said, bottom line, simple answer.
Because you can also do things that take away from people's happiness.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know,
yeah.
If somebody out there, infidelity happens, then you're taking away from somebody's happiness. If you don't want to ever spend quality time with your spouse and you know that person wants quality time, you're taking away from that person's happiness. Just if you always 24/7 nagging your spouse, then you're taking away from that person's happiness. Because don't nobody want their peace disrupted like that.
Focusing on a negative.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's just, I mean, more to happiness in a relationship than just the wife being happy. But I absolutely understand that where you're coming from when you say that you think that a lot of women, or the majority of women, may require more.
Yeah.
And then men may be more, they say, what was that? They say about men, all they need is the sex and
food,
and food or something.
Yeah.
And remember that meme that got that long list of stuff women want?
Yeah,
all this,
that.
all
Yeah, need all that. I need this, I need that. I need trips, I need food, I need all this, I need this, I need flowers, I need gifts, I need.
Well, you know what contributes to my happiness. So good food.
Oh yeah, definitely good food.
That made me sound greedy. But yeah, it's just that long list of stuff. But contrary to what y'all might believe, not all women are high maintenance like that. I mean, that just because you got standards, don't mean you high. I don't consider myself high maintenance, but I do have standards.
Yeah.
You think I'm high maintenance?
No.
Let's say, yeah.
You like nice things, but you're not high maintenance. Like, you don't always have to be done up all the time, and
So you say I look ugly and bummed down bummy all the time, is what you're saying?
No, that's what you're saying. You see how you tried to get me, fellas? Nah. And And even when you is walking around the house bummy, it's sexy to me.
Oh,
Shoot,
okay. So that's the
it's
part of
good.
your happy wife, happy life mantra. You just say the things.
You're supposed to. If I
But
don't, somebody else is. Shoot.
yeah. But I mean, I think it's important to just like, okay, we gotta meet. We gotta meet in the middle with this happiness thing. Like sometimes I feel um, like it may be one person sacrificing more
Right.
sometimes, and it happens. It should happen on a scale and at a balance on
Hmm.
both sides,
Yeah,
and never always on the one sided. You know what I'm saying?
that's right.
So it has to be some type of balance of like when you're sacrificing more to add happiness to someone. If it's gonna make you miserable, then that's gonna be a problem.
I
Now, if
mean,
you just saying, okay, I could sacrifice that, ain't that big of a deal to me. As long as you happy,
yeah,
that's one thing.
yeah. As long as you're happy, and I'm okay with it. We happy, so let's
Hmm.
do it.
Yeah. So I
Hmm.
mean, happy house, happy spouse.
Adding to happiness.
And he's still gonna be saying that happy wife, happy life,
Yep.
happy wife, happy life. But it like sometimes you be like, um, whatever gonna make you happy. And I'm like, okay, but what you wanna do? Like what? Mm-hmm. And sometimes I just be like, okay,
Yeah.
let's do it then. I'm
Hey,
glad we
anybody getting is good.
agree. But yeah. So for me, I'm gonna stand by the happy house, happy spouse mantra because I think, but because I think it adds more balance than saying happy wife, happy life.
It
And if
does.
if your wife adding happiness to your wife is the main priority for you,
Hmm.
like if that's your main priority and you feel
Yeah.
like that's your purpose as you know your God ordained purpose
As a
as my
man.
husband,
Yep. As a head, because
then by all means, as long as it's not creating misery for you, or you're not feeling like resentful or anything like that.
yeah.
But if that's something that you feel good about and you think that's your purpose and you feel like that's what you're doing um to fulfill that,
Hmm.
by all means,
Yeah. And that
nothing
is,
wrong with it.
I think it is my purpose because it's what I enjoy doing.
Well, if it's what you enjoy doing.
So not only I enjoy it, but it just feel like it feels right. Like you just said, ordained by God, and that may be what it is. And
Mhm.
I never even realized it. But because they say, of course, the man's the head of the household, then the woman takes care of the kids and the house. And if I'm putting more time into making sure you're good, then most likely, as the house manager, you, the mother, the wife, is going to make sure the kids are well. You can help him, help like our kid with his homework and all this stuff, and making sure he has the things he needs, and you're very good at that. So I'm gonna continue to nurture that and keep you happy. That way, everybody can be happy.
Mm-hmm.
So
Well, I don't, when you back up to when you said you don't know if you realized that before or whatever. I think you have because you've said before on more than one occasion that one of the ways that you put God first is by how you show up in your marriage.
yes, yeah,
So you've said that a couple times.
okay, yeah,
So
okay,
that's pretty much the same thing,
yeah,
to be honest. So you saying that means that okay, so I need to be um this is how I please God.
hmm,
One of the ways in which you please God. Because
and
marriage is a ministry.
yeah, and I hope I am pleasing.
The Bible do say
Mhm.
love your wife as Christ loved the church.
Yeah.
So I'm just saying, maybe that's where they get their happy wife, happy life
I
from.
guess so. It's right there.
It's right there in the word.
Actually, you're supposed to.
Preach, preacher. No, but
But yeah, that's
so
right.
yeah, I mean, if that's what hey, if you're happy doing that, I say go for it and keep doing what what you're doing,
Yeah,
cause yeah, and I'm glad
absolutely.
that I have someone with that mindset,
Hmm.
and that ain't all about self, cause I'm not all about self, not all the time.
Not all the time. Some sometimes you have to be,
Yeah,
but as long as you keep it healthy,
yeah,
doing the
but
healthy way.
I don't want, but I never want you to be um like I said, it's a balance.
Yeah,
So I like to see you just as happy as you like to see me, and that's important.
but I think we do pretty good with keeping that balance because I
Yeah.
do things that make me happy, keep me happy, add to my happiness, and that helps me add to your happiness.
Well, praise the be.
Yeah.
Okay, well, y'all, if it's happy wife, happy life, or if it's happy house, happy spouse, whatever it is, do it in love, and if it keep your marriage strong and healthy, hey,
Hmm. Keep at it.
keep at it.
Yeah.
And that is our episode for today.
Hmm.
Thank y'all for joining us on this episode of Just Being the Joneses. See y'all next time. We out.
Peace.